I want to wish you a good mood so that all your days are not the same. More adventures, more goodness, let the smile never leave your face. A good mood and more happiness, then this world will be simply wonderful. Not evil and not tears, but I wish you laughter, so that all difficulties pass by and more success. On July 4, 2024, the national holiday Ulyanov Day and the Church Day of Memory of the martyr Julian of Tarsus take place. In this video you will learn what not to do, folk signs, 4th of July holidays, what you can do, ancient traditions and beliefs, how to spend this day, what prohibitions and customs to pay attention to. On July 4, the Orthodox Church remembers the martyr Julian of Tarsus from the city of Tarsus, who suffered for the Christian faith around 305. Julian was 18 years old when he was captured by the pagans. For a whole year they took him around the cities to a liquor, interrogating and torturing him. His mother supported him in his torment for his faith, strengthening his son with prayers. The ruler, having lost hope of breaking the young man, ordered him to be sewn into a bag filled with poisonous snakes and thrown into the sea. The body of the martyr was carried by the waves to the shore near Alexandria, where it was buried by Christians. After some time, the relics of Saint Julian were transferred to Antioch, and John Chrysostom honored the memory of the martyr with a word of praise. Folk traditions of this day. Saint Julian is popularly nicknamed Ulyan, and the day of his memory is Ulyanov, followed by Ulyanin Day, July 5. There is a saying about this. For Methodius the Sore Eater on July 3, Ulyan calls to Uliana. People told the following story about this day. Ulyan walked through the fields and meadows, calling his Uliana, and she sat on the bank of the river, looking at the running water. Only in the evening Uliana came to her senses and ran to the meadow, and at that time Ulyan went to the river along a different path. They never met. They talked about this failed meeting. Ulyan calls Uliana, and Uliana calls Uliana. Ulyan won't look Uliana in the face. By this time, linden was blooming, which is an excellent remedy for colds. Peasant children hurried to collect linden blossoms in order to enjoy delicious and aromatic tea in winter. It is believed that this tree can get rid of the evil eye, and anyone who cuts it down in the forest will certainly get lost and disappear. If the linden tree growing near the house has dried up, then bad changes will occur in the family. Since ancient times, linden blossom has been used for medicinal purposes. A tablespoon is poured with a glass of boiling water, wrapped and left for 40 minutes, after which the tincture is filtered. It is taken hot in a glass 3 to 4 times a day for colds, coughs, bronchitis, pulmonary tuberculosis and headaches. The infusion is used for rinsing for stomatitis and sore throat. To relieve intestinal spasms, baths with linden blossom are recommended. 8 to 10 handfuls of linden flowers are poured into a liter of boiling water and brought to a boil, allowed to brew and poured into a hot bath. You need to take a bath for no more than 15 minutes. In Uliana, radishes were re-sown, and flowers and crops were treated against pests with an infusion of tomato leaves or garlic. The girls turned away from the annoying admirer, wrote his name on paper, which was then set on fire, and the ashes were scattered in the wind. After such a ritual, the young man must leave him alone, giving way to what he desires and loves. A good day for a wedding, a date, a declaration of feelings, a marriage proposal, the beginning of a life together. Relationships and marriage will be strong. Girls who lack the love and attention of boys wash their faces with dew early in the morning. According to legend, there will be no end to suitors. On this day, to change your life, achieve success and become happier, say my life is a real holiday. I always move towards success and prosperity, easily and without extra effort. I am always lucky in everything. Everything is just great. Joy and harmony come to me, and I meet them with love in my heart. Write this phrase in the comment to increase the effect. The main prohibitions of this day. Folk omens warn that it is impossible to do drying day on July 4 in Ulyanov, spells for separation, and also to carry out any other black magic rituals that affect the love relationships of people against their will. The fact is that our ancestors considered today the day of lovers who cannot meet, but sincerely love each other, without the intervention of magic. That is why it was forbidden by signs to carry out black love spells and sugar spells on July 4th, so as not to attract problems in love relationships and loneliness. It is forbidden to swear on July 4th, as those who quarrel will never make peace again. This sign especially concerns a couple in love, so on Ulyanov Day you need to restrain your emotions. According to an old belief, lovers should not be separated on July 4th, even if one of them is scheduled to go on a business trip or another trip. Otherwise, this separation will last a very long time for reasons beyond their control. Therefore, it is better to postpone the journey, and if this is not possible, then the partners should exchange their strands of hair and things that have preserved their energy. You should not postpone the wedding. If you have the opportunity to celebrate it on the 4th of July, then the marriage will be strong, long and happy. And many healthy children will be born in the family. On the 4th of July you cannot be late for anything, even by a few minutes, otherwise the whole day will be a waste. In order not to be late on Ulyanov Day, it is better to leave before the appointed time. By the way, our ancestors believed that being late for a date today could lead to very disastrous consequences. The couple will separate forever. This sign especially applies to girls who have come up with a rule for themselves not to arrive on time to meet their loved one. On Ulyanov's Day it is forbidden to talk about how the first date went, otherwise it will be the last. It is better to answer questions from friends and girlfriends vaguely. On July 4th, girls are not recommended to wash their faces with plain water. Today we need to get up early and collect dew with which to wipe our face, starting with our eyes. Then the guy, looking at the dew-washed girl, will immediately fall in love with her. On the 4th of July there are some folk signs that tell us what will happen to the weather in the very near future or in the longer term. The thunder rumbles lingeringly, the bad weather seems prolonged. Sparks in the rainbow, the weather will be stormy. The wind screams in different voices towards the rain. Circles around the stars for good weather. The rainbow ran from east to west in clear weather. After the rain, the sun began to shine, but in the evening the weather would turn bad again. Shower and thunderstorm, bad weather will drag on. The color of clothes affects well-being, mood, and even success. For the 4th of July, auspicious colors are dark green and fuchsia. Lucky numbers 65, 45, 68, 58, 84. Favorable hours from 6:00 to 17:00. Who's lucky today? Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. Thursday is perfect for self-development, career, liberation from everything oppressive and finding answers to questions that have long interested you. On this day you can count on a fair resolution of a controversial issue and the successful completion of complex cases. Jupiter, who patronizes Thursday, fills your every decision and event with deep meaning, gives confidence, auspiciousness, generosity, and kindness. Thursday is one of the most important days of the week, revealing a person's secret desires, aspirations, and thoughts. It also reflects a person's worldview, and therefore dreams reflect the true feelings and values that are inherent in the individual. By paying attention to the dreams you had on Thursday, you can better understand yourself. Being late in a dream indicates the need for self-care, and healthy treatments will give the skin a fresh appearance. Losing something in a dream indicates the need to exercise and increase your level of physical fitness, as there is a risk of deterioration in health. Seeing you scatter something in a dream foretells quarrels and conflicts. These days it is better to reduce communication and spend time alone. If you dream of sour milk or rotten fruit, then you should find the strength within yourself and take on new projects and enter into new contracts. Things will probably go uphill and bring success. Dreams on Thursday also reflect the successes that a person has been able to achieve recently. They bring a feeling of satisfaction, or cause anxiety and sadness. In any case, such dreams encourage a person to move towards further achievements and victories. Dreams on Thursday sometimes indicate approaching dangers. Such situations may involve strangers or long-time ill-wishers. As a rule, these dreams also show that a person is able to win in any conflict and gain the upper hand over his opponents. If you have seen a dream that cannot come true in reality because it contains some unrealistic details, then the interpretation of such images may be the most unexpected. In this case, it is recommended to search for information in several dream books at once and choose the option that suits your life and personal conditions. The zodiac sign of those born on July 4th is Cancer. These are energetic, self-sufficient, and responsible representatives of the water element. They are confident in their abilities and know what exactly they want to achieve from this life. Their efficiency and productivity are admired by their colleagues. They often achieve financial well-being and universal recognition at a fairly young age. These people are not used to staying in one place for a long time. They always strive for new heights and achievements. Careful planning and thinking about every step is an integral part of their lives. Such people always have a backup plan, and sometimes more than one. Such a responsible approach helps to achieve enviable results in all areas of life. Men and women who were born on this July day are distinguished by their active civic position. They take a direct part in the life of their environment. These are sensual people who subtly capture the mood and feel the mental torment of the people around them, especially those who are close to them. They never refuse support, both moral and any other. Despite their developed intuition and responsiveness, July crayfish do not often find common ground with society and, as a rule, are limited to a rather narrow circle of friends. Their actions often simply do not fit into the generally accepted framework, and their actions may be accompanied by manifestations of self-centeredness and arrogance. They are also characterized by frequent mood swings and categorical views on life. It is worth noting that such inconsistency has an impact on relationships with members of the opposite sex. Their originality and independence from circumstances evokes genuine interest and a desire to become closer to these people. Cancers born on the 4th of July have an excellent chance of a happy and strong union with other representatives of their zodiac sign, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, and Scorpio. There is little chance of mutual feelings with Capricorns, Aquarius, and Leos. Those born on this day should wear an emerald as a talisman. This stone compensates for negative energy and pacifies the temper of hot-tempered people. The main meaning of the stone is the fight against evil human tendencies. It symbolizes wisdom and insight, and if the person to whom it was given is unfaithful, it fades and acquires a brown tint. Today you can congratulate the following birthday people: Alexei, Anastasia, Anatoly, Vasilisa, George, John, Jonah, Julia, Maxim, Nikita, Nicholas, Paul, Terenti and Theodore. And that's all I have for today. And you, dear viewers, I would like to thank you for your attention and wish you a good mood, peace, happiness, and health.